Hey guys, welcome to the Filmatura YouTube channel. And finally, I'm back. Hopefully I can stick around with this and I can keep on making more videos. And yeah, I want to start with a really quick recap of what's going to be part of this video and then go do a little deep dive on each one of the topics. So, to start off, Black Friday at Filmatura. Rogue has a bunch of new colors. A brand new finish too. So every single one of these is completely brand new. Sorry, different finish. So black one is revamped, red one is revamped, silver one is revamped, and we've got three new ones. We've got a gold, like a light gold, an orange, and a pink one. The gold, orange, and pink are only one of each, so they're very limited edition. I'm not sure if I'll bring them back or when I'll bring them back if I do. So for now, probably just one of each, and that's probably going to be it. That's with the Rogue. Rogue now comes with a Sidewinder grip for free for Black Friday. So you're going to get the cage plus the grip included with every single order. And for those that pre-ordered before, do not worry, I got you guys. Every one of you is also going to, anyone who has an open order and has been waiting for the Rogue for ages, thank you for waiting. And yes, you'll get the grip too. So that applies to all of you guys as well. Now, that would be Rogue. Second thing, dual mount is coming back. Here it is. Here's the dual mount. I took my time with this, and I'm sorry it took so long, but I think I got it to a point where I'm really happy with it now. I was worried about a couple of little things that could potentially impact the first thing, manufacturability, and the second thing, the compatibility. So I wanted to tweak a few things, test them properly, and like get it to an actual point where I can just make a bunch of them and I don't have to worry about, potentially there being some kind of oversight. Plus I've been really busy with the rest of the stuff. So that is coming on Black Friday today. Right now it's going to be on the store, it's going to be in stock, and it's going to be shipping in around a week or so. I still don't have 100% of them made, but I've got a setup right now. I'm actually making them right now. Well, not right now, because that would be loud, but you get my drift. All right, and third thing, Revo. Revo is going to have a very, very interesting, sweet deal on it. Every single Revo is going to come with the Rhino grips part of the package for free. So you're going to get the regular 3D printed Rhino grips with every single Revo order on Black Friday over the couple of days that it's going to be open. Now, in case you're not fond of the printed ones, you can swap over for the CNC machine ones, and they're going to cost you $70 instead of $99. So you're getting a $25 discount, or sorry, $75. You're getting a $25 discount, essentially the value of the 3D printed Rhino grips, so you're not kind of losing out on something. You're getting that as credit for the Rhino grip CNC, in case you want to buy those. So that's kind of a sweet deal. And also on all of this, if you order above $400, I'm going to be doing a limited, just on Black Friday, free shipping on $400 plus orders. So anything above $400 is going to get free shipping anywhere in the world. Most probably it's going to be UPS shipping. Given you're probably US, given you're probably in the US, that means you're going to get it shipped via UPS. So that's like a $33, $35, easily $40 that you can save just by using, just by buying 400 plus bucks on the store. All right, so that was the quick recap. Now we can kind of go take a quick deep dive on each one of these topics. I'm going to try to keep it brief. My last attempt was 22 minutes, so I'll try my best to keep it shorter. All right, starting off, the new finish of the Rogue and any other accessory on the store that I'm really proud of, as you can see, is very, very glossy and it's very smooth to the touch. Now, also, it's an incredibly deep black color. It's one of the, if not the deepest black color I've ever seen on like a machined anodized part, especially in Europe. And I'm gonna make a full video about this. Yeah, I won't get into detail because that would take way too long for me. So this applies to every single one of the products that I've got right now, and anything up in the future that's going to be coming out is going to have the same awesome, glossy, very, very smooth finish on it. And of course the red, the silver, those have been revamped as well. So they're not the red that I used to have. This is a more deeper, it's a more saturated, more red, essentially. The silver one, that essentially has stayed kind of similar in color. Stop focusing on my face. Okay, so that has kind of stayed the same in color, but it is now the same kind of smooth, super smooth surface, and all of the advantages that come with it. So now the limited edition ones, here's gold. I'm just doing this to kind of show it off a little bit, and just chat about it a bit. So feel free to skip around in case Rogue is not your thing. So here's the orange Rogue. Now this one's a little special. It's got the Filmatura logo right here. Now the reasoning is simple. Some of you have maybe caught on this. My accent color for Filmatura has been orange. It used to, when it used to be 3D Focus, I used to have a black and orange website, so there was like a lot of orange. I kind of toned it down a little bit as I went with a more minimalistic look. But here's a little tribute. So here's the Filmatura logo, as opposed to the classical Rogue triangle that's been kicking around on every single Rogue. And last but not least, the pink. Now, I'm very proud of this pink. It's kind of a pink / magenta a little bit, you could call it. It's like a light magenta. It's very, very flashy, which I love. And here is a little something. So there's a little pixelated pixel art heart engraved on here instead of the triangle or the logo. So that's kind of my little thing that I figured out I could do with the pink one. And all of these are going to come in some new packaging, as well as the dual mount. I'm really excited for the new packaging. It's reasonably simple. It's made all in-house as always, because that's what I'm about. But yeah, I'll probably show a picture of it. This is how it looks essentially, and yeah, I'm very, very proud of how that turned out. I think it's going to add some very needed flair to these products because they're reasonably higher end priced. So I wanted to, give this as well as like a nice premium unboxing experience. All right, so now some maker stuff. There's 2 little projects that I'm kind of working on that I can happily share, hopefully in like an actual video. Well, that's the plan at least, to show kind of how that's going to end up working out. And so let me start with the first one. So Revo, in case you don't have a Revo, comes packaged, hold on, give me a second, comes packaged with these special laser cut cardboard inserts out of 5-layer cardboard. So you can see it's very thick. Now this is actually 4 layers. So if I unfold this, you see it's essentially cut like this. There's like a score line, and then you fold it up into 4 layers like this. And now this serves as protection during shipping. Now, why is this good? Is this saves you around 15, well 10 at the very least, 10 to 20, sometimes $25, depending on where this is going, on shipping. And like I'm putting all of that cost savings to the user. Now the problem is this is really hard to put together because you gotta glue each one of these flat surfaces together, and there's an extra layer, and then there's another insert at the bottom which is 4 layers. So essentially you're gluing together 9 surfaces that you gotta kind of align it, get it roughly in place correctly. So that's a lot of gluing for a singular Revo to be shipped. And I can't ship it without it because then the shipping would be incredibly expensive. So what's the solution? I don't want to be gluing this stuff constantly. It's a lot of pain, it takes so much time. So this might be the solution. Now, I'm not sure right now if it is, but this is hexagonal. You probably see it, hexagonal inserts for packaging. Now, it is really light, and it's fucking like, it's very, very, very strong. Now, these inserts come in different thicknesses, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 millimeters. Probably in some others. In case you're interested, you can probably Google around and find them. Now, the cool thing about this is how the hexagons look. So it's incredibly tough on vertical. So like this way. This is really, it's really strong this way. I can stand on this little piece and it's not going to crumble under me, which you can't say about regular cardboard. That's going to crumble for sure. So, and it's reasonably strong on like the other horizontal axis. So XY axis is reasonably good. Z axis is incredibly strong. Now, I want to cut this into the same shape essentially, or similar shape. Like you can see here, this is my attempt. Let me get this in focus. This is my attempt at like doing the same I'm already doing. So this is my attempt at doing the same what I'm doing. As you can see, not great, right? Not great. It's kind of falling apart. It's very hard to cut on the laser I've got. I've got a 20 watt diode. So this you can't do on a 20 watt diode. This is the thinnest as well. This is the 10 millimeter. And my goal was to, because I'm doing 5 layers at the top, that gives 20 millimeters of thickness, or well, it's 20 millimeters thick. I could just use a singular board, cut this, well, essentially the outside of this, cut that out and use that as packaging. And then you're either gluing one, you're using just, well, you're not gluing anything, or you're gluing just 2 together if that was out of, 10 millimeter. So that's kind of my goal. Now, whether that's going to work out, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to try around. I'm going to be going to Makerspace, and I'm going to be trying this, to cut this on like a CO2, I don't know, 80, 100 watt laser and see if that helps. The diode just isn't cut for it. Pun intended. Okay, so that would be this packaging style. So I will report back. I will definitely make a video on like what's the final approach that I chose, because this could have a lot of potential for bigger, heavier items too. Like the Revo itself, it only weighs around 1 kilo, so it's not too much of a problem to like pack it well. But the size of box that I'm using, it's very hard to pack it well. All right, next up, Pelican cases, which I'm very excited for. Here's one. This is not an actual Pelican case. So this is an our packaging case. It looks something like this. It's kind of this gray color. I don't love the gray. I would prefer it to be in just pure black, but they've got a really nice orange. Wink, wink, Filmatura orange maybe. And they've got a really nice olive green for like military use. So these cases feel incredible. They're made in Germany, super nice, sturdy, beautiful cases. I like this as much, if not more, than a Pelican. And this costs less than a Pelican, significantly too. So my plan with those, hold on, let me get outside of the frame again. My plan is foam inserts. So I am trying to dial this in, but I have been able to cut these. These are 10 millimeters, and there's a 20 millimeter that I've tried, foam, and it worked really well on the diode. So I'm trying to make like an insert for this without having to machine it in the CNC, because I feel like that would be a lot of a pain to kind of get right. Plus my CNC isn't that big. Not that the laser is really big, that's 400 by 400 millimeters, essentially the same size as my CNC, but still. There's more potential to like potentially, buy a bigger laser or whatever. With the CNC, it's not as flexible. It's very expensive. So this is what I've tried. Now, some of you might get a hint at like what this is going to be, what this is going to hold. Actually, sorry, this is the right way up. But hey, it's going to be Revo related, and it's going to go into the Pelican case, and it's going to look really cool, and it's going to take a trip around the world a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. I'm planning to make like a couple of these cases. Most probably it's not going to be on the store. Potentially I could maybe do this for like custom inserts, but I'm not 100% convinced yet. I'll have to see like what's the thickest I can actually cut, or if I do get the bigger laser, potentially that would be one of the ways to kind of make use of it. So yeah, these two topics are going to get a proper video, each one of those, hopefully in the next few weeks. And I have a full video of Rogue getting laser engraved that I hopefully can post today or in the next couple of days. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my tempo a little bit. If there's anything in any way in which you think this format isn't working, let me know, please. I would love to know. I would love to hear that. Any feedback is welcome. All right, well, enjoy Thanksgiving, enjoy Black Friday, or whatever holiday or whatever day it is. Just enjoy your freaking day and take care. Bye-bye.